Well, if you have an appetite for little love and companionship these days, you're right on time because cuffing season is here. Blame it on pandemic isolation, cooler weather, or social constructs. But our next guest claims hookups are out and relationships are in. Celeb dating coach and host of the Dates and Mates podcast, Damona Hoffman. She's here with her expert insight on everything cuffing season. Hello, Damona. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me, Aubrey.
First off, explain cuffing season. Give us the overview for people who aren't hip to it.
Well, as the weather turns and people start thinking about the holidays coming, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. In my business, it is at least. People start to think about partnering up. Those summer flings are already a thing of the past. And there's a big trend always, every fall, towards more partnerships. However, this year we are seeing cuffing season, the ultimate cuffing season ever, because of the pandemic. As the OkCupid official dating coach, I can see the dating trends that are happening, and there's a big move in the pandemic towards finding more serious relationships. So I'm predicting that this fall cuffing season is going to be bigger than ever.
You know, I was just reading like some surveys, some news survey, I don't know where it was, but it said like the number of women who want to be in a relationship is like doubled now since pre-pandemic. Like more people just want to be booed up, coupled up. But what about like those dating apps? If that's not really working for you, how do you go out and find this mate?
Well, I feel that everyone should be employing dating apps, at least in part, as part of their dating strategy. Because look, that's where all the singles are. And even as we are in this sort of hybrid phase of the pandemic where some people are out, some people are not, you still have the ability to connect on dating apps. And if people are frustrated with them, I find that usually it's just a tool, Aubrey. It's a tool that if you haven't learned how to use it correctly, it can be very frustrating. But if you know how to optimize your profile and how to find the best matches, it really is, it's still where the party is happening and where you have your best chance of making a match.
Oh man, I'm not going to put my sister out there, but she's on a dating app and we were kind of going over her profile. And she's like, what should I change? I'm like, I don't know. But I could see how it's tough. It's really tough to make yourself stand out and then attract necessarily the people that you want to be dating, and there's a lot that goes into it, like you said. What other tips do you have when it comes to online dating, and do you have any insider data to share?
Well, as we are moving towards relationships, we're also seeing that there's a trend towards people dating based on values. It's not just a pretty face that they're looking for. They're looking for someone who's matching them based on their belief systems. And at OkCupid, we've responded to this with badges that have become very popular and result in more matches for vaccine status, for pro-choice beliefs, for even climate change. And so people are dating based on those factors and not just, is this a cute picture and would I swipe right or would I match on this person? So you want to optimize your profile with a lot of detail so that people who are looking for those commonalities can find them. We actually see that there are certain words that do really well on OkCupid.
Oh, really?
Dog.
Oh, yes, I can see dog
travel.
Being one. Mm-hmm. That's like a deal breaker.
Travel, everybody, especially now, everybody wants to travel. Everybody wants to get out of the space we've been in. And music, that's another thing a lot of people connect on. And food, we were just talking pasta. So that's another word that does get more matches. But my recommendation as a dating coach is to not just use those words because I said so, but to put a little detail behind it. So talk about the specific music you're listening to, the specific foods you want to eat, and the places that you have been or you'd like to go in the future.
And I do want to clarify, because you are a dating coach. You're not necessarily telling people who to date, but you're helping them figure out how to get through the process, how to maximize, I guess, what's out there. You're on the Drew Barrymore show. You're also on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. You work with celebrities. You help them find love. I mean, does it matter if you're famous or not when it comes to dating?
It sure doesn't. And even on the dating apps, we've seen a trend among celebrities that they began to embrace them. Everyone has been through this isolation in the pandemic and realized that it's all happening online. Whether you're using an app or using an online community, I even, on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I taught Garcelle how to match in the DMs. So it's going down in the DMs. It's all happening online. But also you have to still, all of our offline dating skills have really atrophied over the last 18 months. And I look at dating set of learned skills. And if you haven't practiced them, maybe you're a little bit rusty, but it's okay. You can get back out there and practice them again, and it'll all come back to you.
Now, Damona, before I let you go, cuffing season has started. Is there going to be an end?
There is an official end to cuffing season as we start moving into peak dating season, which actually we ramp up throughout the fall, but the highest number of new users always hits right after the first of the year. So we're a little early for it right now, but I say just get in the game, start to work on those skills that I said you need to brush up on, and then you'll be ready. By the time we have an influx of new users, you'll be at the top of your game, you'll be at the top of the algorithm, and you'll be ready
Very nice.
for love.
All right, so a little pre-gaming for the dating game. Thank you so much, Damona. Get more of Damona's dating perspectives on Instagram at Damona Hoffman.